For this Silent Hill analysis, we'll be looking at the drum monster. I'll admit, I had blown this one off and I didn't think I would make its own video because I saw it as kind of a variant of the Ara Abare, the monster that symbolizes Hinako's dad's rage towards his own family, domestic violence, shouting, all that. But the amount of lore I uncovered is worth its own video, potentially even two. So while the drum monster might look superficially very similar to the Ara Abare, it is not. It has a big taiko drum in its belly, which it bangs to make loud noises. It's essentially the fear of loud noises that precedes a lot of these violent confrontations, especially domestic violence. But also historically, taiko drums were used in military operations to essentially instill fear into the heart of their enemies, or to drown out the voices of anybody else, which is essentially the might is right, the loudest is the one whose voice gets heard. Which makes sense when you look at the description. It swings around its large bachi drumstick-like arms and strikes the taiko to instill fear. It also tries to cancel out any noise with its loud voice and banging. That's how it's always been, meaning that's how men have always been. And as if he already wasn't loud enough, every time he slams his fist down, it makes even bigger, louder drumming sound. Notice, however, that the Ara Abare is red and fresh and looks pulsing and vibrant. However, this guy looks dry and crunchy, and there are these white blooms on top of it. Could it be White Claudia? Ceremonial band adorns the midsection, kind of like the sacred tree had, but not exactly, but more like Raijin, the thunder god, who also has a circle of drums around him. And this god is warlike, he's loud, boisterous, and instills fear into any who may look upon him. And here's where the lore gets good. So in Shintoism, there are two primordial entities, and they give birth to many of the other gods, islands, beings that exist in Japan. They start to have babies like crazy, and some babies are better than others. Usually the ones in which he initiates the whole encounters because patriarchy. But at some point, Izanami passes away following a very difficult birth, and also her husband kills the baby. That's a product of that, so yeah. But he misses her so much that he travels to the underworld to find her, but she can't leave because she's eaten the food there. Very Persephone-like. As he's trying to free her, she makes him promise that he won't look at her, but he does anyway, and she's a rotting figure that is currently giving birth to more monstrosities. And so what does he do? He abandons her. And she sends these minor gods and demons after him for revenge. I told you not to look, and yet you ignored me. You will pay for the shame you have caused me.